So is it worth the short-term pain if it comes to that for a long-term trade gain? That is kind of the view of my next guest, Texas Republican Congressman Lance Gooden. Congressman, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Neil.
A lot of people are very anxious about these tariffs kicking in, that it won't be so easy as the last batch of them because a 25% hike in the price of a lot of different goods is going to be hard to totally absorb on the part of the businesses passing them along. Then what?
Well, a couple of things. First, these tariffs aren't supposed to take effect until June the 1st, so we have a few more weeks to go. Secondly, the president campaigned on ideas such as this one. He said, we're getting a raw deal from China. China has been cheating, and they have been not playing fair. And so he said, enough is enough. I'm going to make good on this promise, and I believe the short-term pain is worth the long-term gain.
All right, so you're convinced it will be short-term, and you're quite right. The president has argued this has been going on for way too long, so he's fighting fire with fire. But if it doesn't end soon and this drags on a while, you know, the farmers are going to get ticked off. I mean, he's promising them some relief down the road. But I've talked to more than a few who are getting anxious, a lot of retailers who are getting worried, and a lot of the folks who thought that this would pass are now getting worried that it might not. Reassure them that they're needlessly worrying.
I'll do that, and I'll also have them look back to the recent history. The president said, we're going to build this wall, and we're going to keep the government shut down until it gets done. People were wailing in the streets, worried about this shutdown. The lines were long at the TSA. And then, now look, the government's back open. We've got a wall that's being built on the southern border. So this president makes promises. He never promises that they'll be pain-free. But President Trump makes promises and he delivers. And he's promising that we're going to win this war with China, this trade war, and I believe him. He has made good on every promise he's made so far. He will do the same on this one. And I'll also say...
But do you think he should warn people, Congressman, that there's a good possibility that their everyday items, you know, they're 5,000, 6,000 plus, are going to go up, and that he maybe makes a national address or tells people what to prepare for? Because I'm telling you, I still talk to people, Congressman, who think governments are going to pay these tariffs, not them.
The president has not said this will be easy, just like all these fights, whether it's the border wall or tariffs with China. The president has said we're going to be in this for the long haul, but the short-term pain will be worth the gain. And I'll also say, if we're to the point in our nation where tariffs from China cause such a state of panic, then we have definitely leaned on China too much, and this is a long time coming. This is something that needs to happen. We need to get away from this dependence on Chinese goods, and I think the country will be better off for it in the long term.
All right, we will see. Congressman, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Again.